Hello everyone, welcome to November 2023 Astrological Forecast. As usual, I would like to thank my subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you very, very much for your continued support, for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. I really, really appreciate everything you guys do for me. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video or any of my other videos, be sure to subscribe. Okay, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. Also, check out the links below in the description box. There is one to my website, and there is also one to something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who only want to know maybe one or two things about your chart. But it is actually just easier to email me at zaneszodiac@gmail.com and just ask me whatever it is you would like to know. Okay, so here's the way the month is going so far. Okay, Venus is still in Virgo up until the 8th. Okay, then it will move into Libra. Also, I have to mention on the 4th, Saturn finally turns direct. Okay, Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so Mercury is still in Scorpio up until the 10th, and then on the 10th it moves into Sagittarius, and then there is a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. The Sun is still in Scorpio up until the 22nd, and then on the 22nd it moves into Sagittarius, and Mars is still in Scorpio up until the 24th, and then it moves into Sagittarius. And there is a full moon in Gemini on the 27th. Okay, so now for your forecast. Hi, Sagittarius. So, Venus is still in Virgo in your 10th house. Okay, up until the 8th. And your 10th house is your most public house. Listen to your October monthly forecast and where I cover having Venus here. But you'll know that it's very beneficial. Okay, so you still have up until the 8th of November to really wow them. Okay, people are still, excuse me, you're still in the public eye in some way or other. People are commenting on your beauty or you're handsome or something about your appearance, that is very like Venus related, okay? So just keep that in mind. But then Venus does move into Libra, and your 11th house, where you have Libra, it's here till the end of the month, moves into Libra on the 8th, and your 11th house is your most sociable house. This is your house of friends and acquaintances, groups or organizations that you belong to. The house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So it's a fun house. This is wanting to socialize or feeling like socializing in person, going out in public and, seeing like a live band or a live show, or going to a bar or something for drinks or some form of entertainment. But it's also socializing on social media, so you really don't have to go anywhere to socialize, okay? This makes like you more appealing to new people that you meet at this time. In fact, new people could be coming into your life through socializing, okay? But this is just like, this is having a good time, more or less, meeting new people and having fun. Okay, so the Sun is in Scorpio still since last month, okay, up until the 22nd, and you're in your 12th house where you have Scorpio. Mercury is here up until the 10th, and Mars is here up until the 24th, and there's a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th, okay? Excuse me. Okay, when planets are in your 12th house, it's usually like when it's your downtime. It's a time where you spend in solitude or time to yourself, just doing whatever you want to do. Even if it's just hanging out at home and watching movies or whatever. You're like recharging your batteries for when planets move into your first house and you're like back on the scene again. Okay? I did mention having Mars here. You know, that's covered in your October forecast, monthly forecast again, okay, because having Mars behind the scenes in the 12th house means that there is action taken by you or someone else behind the scenes. And a lot of times, like I said last month, there is someone in your group of friends or acquaintances that is undermining you because they are jealous or envious of you. So if you didn't listen to your October forecast, you might want to go do that now, okay? Because I'm not going to cover all this again. But anyways, Mercury here is the great investigator, okay? In the 12th house, it just makes you want to get snoopy, you know, snooping out or, you know, trying to solve some big mystery or just finding out more about someone or something, okay? And around this new moon, you could actually do that, you know. On the 13th, the new moon could bring new information to you. You could find out something in secret or by accident, or somebody could just like let you in on something that no one's supposed to know about. 12th house is the house of confidences, okay? So somebody could just tell you something, you know, that it may have something to do with you and it may not, whatever. But it's some kind of news. But it does bring a new beginning. That's what a new moon does. You may find out something that gives you what you need to know in order to move forward with something. Okay? The sun does move into your sign on the 22nd. I do have to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to all Sagittarians born at the end of November. Okay, and Mercury moves in your sign on the 10th, and Mars moves here on the 24th. So you're going to be very active, especially with Mercury at the beginning of the month, kind of. You know, on the 10th, it's still early in the month with Mercury in your first house. Makes you very talkative. You know, you're on the receiving and sending end of a lot of communications at this time. And this could be verbal, it could be written. You know, whatever. But just expect to have a lot more conversations or contact with people, especially when the sun moves here. It really speeds things up. And then Mars here at the same time, too, makes you very physically active. Okay, when Mars is in your own sign, I always say this, okay, this is when you... First of all, Mars is the ego planet, okay? So when it's in your sign, you get this, you know, a burst of confidence, energy, all kinds of stuff. A lot of people may view you as aggressive because you want to just move in there and like change anything that isn't where it should be. But that's like in your life, you know what I mean? It's not like you're, you know, bursting into someone else's life and making, you know, changes in their life. It's your life that you're concerned with, okay? And I always say, you know, having Mars in your sign is almost like having to remind people just what their lives would be like without you in it, because it is the ego planet, and sometimes you do have to point out to people all the wonderful things about yourself that they now take you for granted with, okay? And that's something that you have to change. That could be one of the things that you change. You either don't get the respect that you deserve, or people just assume that, you know, you're going to be agreeable, or you're going to do this or that for them, or, you know, they don't even, whatever. It's not like they walk all over you. It's just that you do have to remind people. That's all. You do have to remind people. And, you know, I always say you could find yourself saying things like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have done this, or you'd still be with that asshole, or, you know, or if it wasn't for me, you would have never gone after that job, or never made this move or that move, or, you know, you wouldn't have ended up where you are now. You would have still been out there, you know, I don't know. Stuff like that. So people sometimes need to be reminded to give you credit for who you are, okay, and your accomplishments. This is the time, a lot of times, you have to point out your accomplishments. You know, it does make you look egotistical, but you're not being egotistical. There's a reason that you're having to do this, okay? And that means that you are among people that are bringing this out in you, okay? So Mars will not let you put up with anyone just walking all over you. Okay, so that's what this is best used for, is making changes in your own life that you would like things to be a certain way. Okay, you can't have perfection, you know, but you can try. You know, sometimes you put something in a certain way in your life, okay, but other people's lives also affect yours and vice versa. But over a period of time, things tend to go back the way they were. Okay, people have a way of like trying to weasel their way back to putting things the way they want them to be, and not necessarily the way you just put them. So you have to go back and redo whatever. Okay, you'll understand what I mean. Anyway, okay. So that is Mars in your first house, okay? Along with Mercury, though. Mercury, really, you know, it's a lot of conversations you're going to have that people might not like to hear. That's all, okay? And one of them may happen around the full moon. Okay, there's a full moon in Gemini, your opposite sign, on the 27th, where you have Gemini in your chart as your 7th house of partnerships, close relationships, business, romantic, or friendship. This is also the house of open enemies and competitors. And whatever, okay, around this full moon, finally, that's what a full moon is for, is to do away with a problem. Okay, to get it out there, fix it, and you don't have to deal with it again. So this would be in one of your close relationships, or possibly with a competitor or open enemy, okay? And finally, it will be taken care of. So if whomever doesn't like it, too bad. Okay, it's your birthday anyway, so it's your birthday season, and this is what you should be using this for. Okay. Let's see here. Do have to mention that Saturn in Pisces goes direct on the 4th. Where you have Pisces in your chart is your 4th house. That's where Saturn is right now. It has been retrograde, and so things regarding your home or your family, this is like 4th house is where you physically live, the property surrounding it, anyone that you live with, but especially family. It's also your personal life, your past, your childhood, all this stuff, you know. So there could even be annoying people from your past that have been coming, trying to come back into your life, especially since Saturn has moved here, okay? With this planet turning direct, it'll get things moving in this area of your life, your personal life, or anything dealing with your home, or, you know, your immediate family, or anyone that you live with. If something had been stalled, you know, something wasn't working, a lot of times like appliances break down at this time, or, you know, just you turn around and there's something going wrong within your home that needs to be fixed. Okay, sometimes it's a relationship, sometimes it's just, you know, something that you use every day. Okay. So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Sagittarius on the 14th and 15th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Gemini, and those days are the 1st, 27th, and 28th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 16th, 17th, 18th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for your career is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So happy birthday again. Enjoy yourself. Okay, I hope you liked your forecast for November. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, okay? And I'll see you then. Goodbye.